Hey everybody, I'm Joey, and today we're going to do a little experiment using different kinds of salt to season these strip steaks. And then my favorite part, test the results. So follow me and let's turn up the tasty. Why does buying something as simple as salt have to be so confusing? I mean, there's so many different kinds. You have kosher salt, seasoned salt, sea salt, garlic salt, pink Himalayan salt, and iodized salt, just to name a few. Look, I can't tell you the differences between every single different type of salt, but I can tell you that salt tastes great on steak. Well, how do I know that? Because salt and steak have been paired together for literally centuries, and there's no way billions of people could be wrong. But which salt tastes the best with steak? And that's the question we're here to answer today. We're gonna do a little experiment. Look, I've always just seasoned my steaks with coarse ground kosher salt. Why? Because I've just always heard it was the best, but how do I know if I haven't experimented? So that's what we're gonna do today. Again, we have coarse ground kosher salt right here, coarse ground pink Himalayan salt right here, and over here we have coarse ground sea salt. Now, they are all coarse ground, maybe not to the same level, but I try to get it as close as possible. The one thing that is the same is the amount of salt in each one of these containers. They each contain 1 tablespoon of salt, so I know that the salt, the amount of the salt isn't impacting the flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and get these seasoned, and then we're gonna get them on a hot grill, and then my favorite part, test the results. Ready to drop our steaks on the grill, but before we do, make sure you start with the clean grill grate. You don't want yesterday's food on tonight's meal. And by the way, never ever use one of those wire brushes. We made a video that shows you a real simple, safe way to clean your grill without that dangerous wire brush. The other thing is we're using a vortex here. I cooked up some amazing chicken wings for my family earlier today. I made a video about it, you can check that out, but we have this vortex which really keeps the heat isolated in the center and indirect heat all the way around. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sear each steak for about a minute per side and move it over to indirect heat. And we're gonna start first with the kosher salt steak. Look at that, we have those nice diamond sear marks right there. And that's one of the neat things about this vortex. It gets so hot, you can really make very pretty steaks with it. We'll place a control steak over here, away from the heat, over indirect heat. Next up is our pink Himalayan salt steak, going down now. Finally, we have our sea salt steak right here. Now we're just gonna close the dome, let these cook. They'll take about 5 to 7 minutes to get to a nice medium rare internal temperature. And once they do, I'll pull them off the grill and be ready for a test. A couple quick notes. First of all, I did use a clean pair of tongs. They look the same, but they are clean. And the same thing for the cutting board. I want to thank my beautiful wife for cleaning that while these were cooking. Thank you, baby. Now let's go ahead and get these cut and in my belly. Let's see how they taste. Okay, so we've cooked these steaks. They've been resting for about 5 minutes. Now it's time for my favorite part. Let's cut them open, see how they look, and give them a try. First is our kosher salt. You can tell we have a really nice medium rare color on that. And let's take a bite here. It's good steak. It's what I'm used to. Kosher salt. It tastes about the same as the other steaks that I've made. So let's go ahead and give this pink Himalayan salt steak a shot. As we can see, we have a nice medium rare temperature on that as well. Turn it around at home so everyone at home can see it. Maybe there wasn't a lot of salt on that particular piece. I'm gonna try over here. I did not get a lot of salt flavor on that. So maybe it was just the end of the steak that didn't get a lot of the salt. Let's try here. It is a slightly different flavor. It's not a bad flavor. It's very good, actually. I'm gonna try to go again here, right here for the center. I really wanna try to give you guys a sense of what this tastes like. Honestly, it's really hard to tell any difference between the pink Himalayan and the kosher. They taste really about the same. Maybe the kosher salt has just a slightly more intense salty flavor. The pink Himalayan tends to have like an earthier flavor. I'm really kind of stretching for distinctions, but very, very similar. So over here, we have our sea salt steak. Let's give that a shot. Again, look, we have a great color on that right there, as you can see. Another nice medium rare steak. I'll let you guys see it at home. Keep that turned around. Let's see, how do they look? Pretty close. Maybe that one's closer to a rare, but very close. Let's see how this one tastes. I'm getting a little bit more salt per bite here. Again, it's really hard to draw any distinctions from any of these salts. I think that I noticed that in its pure form, the sea salt was maybe a little bit coarser than the Himalayan and the kosher, but and maybe that's adding some impact to the flavor per bite. But I have to say, these all taste the same. They taste like they were all made with the exact same salt. I taste no difference at all. So that's our test. I would say use kosher salt, use pink Himalayan, use sea salt. I think the real key when using salt is that you use coarse ground salt. I mean, maybe we'll have to do another experiment using fine ground salt, but I think what happens there is you tend to get more salt per pinch with finely ground salt than you do with coarse ground salt. But hey, salt away. Use what you have in your cabinet. As long as it's coarsely ground, at least that's the results I'm coming up with right now. Look, if you like this video, you know the drill. Go ahead and hit that big thumbs up like button, or even better, subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss another update ever again. Here at Red Meat Lover, we're all about cooking meat made easy, and that's just what you'll see in every video when you hit that subscribe button. Your subscription goes a long way to support our channel so we can keep on cooking meat made easy. I'll see you guys next time. I'm gonna get back to these steaks. Look, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you know the drill. Go ahead and give us that big thumbs up like, or even better, subscribe to our channel. Here at Red Meat Lover, we're all about cooking meat made easy, and when you subscribe, that's just what you'll see in every video we make. We release one video every week, and I don't know what to say. No!
Did you hear that big whistle?
Yeah. I'm just gonna try the outro again, okay? All right. Look,